I know in my heart that this is gonna be a difficult video to watch and to film, but honestly, to grow as a person and to get to know ARMY and BTS better, this is the only way. Hi friends, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Peachy, full-time variety streamer and part-time lover of everything amazing, K-pop and all of that jazz, which includes your cute face. Okay, so I've recently started getting into BTS thanks to you guys, and ARMY, you have been so sweet to me and nothing but amazing. You've informed me on things, you have recommended videos for me to watch, music videos to react to, told me everything about the members, told me everything even about their injuries, to Lee Know being a backup dancer for BTS, to the rise of BTS, to the downfall, to everything. So I'm so grateful to you guys, but I will say, as much as I have learned through watching a guide, through watching the music videos, to talking to you guys, I know that there's a big chunk of BTS that I am not aware of, and that is all of the hatred, the racism, mistreatment, hardships that they went through as a group the entire time, them being a group. I definitely got a little touch of it watching the rise of, oh my gosh, watching the guide that I watched. I'm sorry, I'm slipping on the name right now. But I got a little touch of it here and there, you know, like Suga and RM, all the hate they got from you know, going from like underground rappers to becoming singers and dancers and stuff like that, to a lot of other things. But I know that this video is going to teach me a lot more, and it's going to help me understand a lot more things about you, ARMY. I know you guys are so sweet to me, but there's a lot of things that I don't know. And even some of you tell me in the comments, like, you need to watch this video because you're going to see exactly why ARMY is so protective of BTS. And I think that is so admirable. I know it can be harsh sometimes reading the things that you guys have to say to me, but that's okay. I'm so open to criticism. And I think it's so amazing that you guys protect something that you love this much. Like, BTS knows that ARMY is there for them. I've already cried to so many clips of BTS talking about ARMY because I know that they can feel the love that you guys give to them. So I am not excited to learn about the hardships that they've gone through, but I'm excited to become more connected with ARMY. And I think before we dive into a bunch of music video reactions and other reactions, this is like core information that I should know, right? And you guys have really told me that. So thank you so much for keeping me updated, letting me know where to start, how to do it, because today we're going to do that. So without further ado, here is us reacting to the BTS HARDSHIPS 2013 to 2021, Racism, Mistreatment, Accusations, and More by xociaLsc on YouTube, who I will have in the description below. All right, here we go. Also, I did ask you guys if you prefer small video, big camera, and most of you guys said small video, big camera, so that's the way we're gonna be watching today. But if you change your mind, or if you prefer me having the big video in the background and my small video in a corner, that's a-okay too. All right.
This video was not made in order to relive the sadness or to hold grudges against others. This video was made to remind us that BTS didn't rise to success without facing hurdles, and these events have created a stronger bond between BTS and ARMY. June 13, 2013. BTS were only able to debut because the scheduled performers cancelled.
Really?
BTS was a filler. Even after debuting, they couldn't get much airtime. Their performances were either shortened, cut from broadcasts, or not uploaded for online consumption due to their company's lack of clout at that time.
At that time, we couldn't have many shows. If a show was sold out, we couldn't have a place all the time. Oh, it's rare to have an interview like that. They really saved us.
From sleeping in one bedroom to using their own staff as extras.
Yeah,
recording
stop! They're using their managers.
These were just a few things BTS experienced early on in their careers due to their company's limited budget.
G-Dragon talked to me and asked me what's written on my clothing. I couldn't answer him that I didn't know. Since it was a printing on a $14 hoodie because I didn't have the money. So he's putting like logos or just like random stuff on clothes to make it look fancier.
Because
He's real for
some
that.
of the
He's real
members
for
came
that.
from an underground rap background, but ultimately chose the
Yes.
path of becoming idols, they were often disrespected.
사실 남준이가 그 언더에서 활동을 했다고 그
Namjoon is unable to say that he's part of the underground.
나는 언더그라운드 활동을 했던 사람이다 하고
I was once underground. You often see hyped remarks like that.
언더 매니아, 힙합 매니아라고 하는 사람들은 그런 거를 당연히 안 좋게 보죠.
아 쟤네 음악도
Really?
안 하고 그냥 회사에서 시키는 대로
They're basically saying like, oh, the ones that were underground and go idols can't really say that they were underground because they became idols. What logic is that? You're underground, you become an idol. That's it. That's part of their story. That's part of their legacy. We're not even 3 minutes into this and I'm already mad. Oh my God.
노래 받아서 춤이나 추는 것들이 무슨 가수냐 니네가 무슨 아티스트냐 저런 애를 더 이상 나오면 안 된다.
A rapper told RM and Suga that they were on the right path, but strayed away and were no longer considered real rap hip-hop artists.
Yeah, I know a bit about this
deeming them
part.
girls for wearing makeup.
So stupid. That makes me so mad. BTS goes on stage and puts on makeup. Isn't this a conflict with hip-hop? I'm assuming, okay, yeah, this must have been super, super early on because anybody with this mindset nowadays, like, wake up. Wake the hell up. Like, it's 2024. Men can wear makeup. Non-binary people can wear makeup. Women can wear makeup. Your dad can wear makeup. If it's not you doing it to your own life, why do people care so much? It just shows that, like, inside, all you really care about is being a hater. And they're just hating them because they're successful. And that's what's really frustrating.
Shut the front door.
BTS were being told
Shut
by
the front
several
door.
people they would
Who's
never
that?
make it because they came from a small agency. Big Hit Entertainment was at one point near bankruptcy and didn't have the financial power to promote and push BTS the way other companies could with their own groups. In 2014, Suga shared his story about battling depression since pre-debut days.
He's been talking about it since
Suga continues
2014.
to discuss and bring awareness to mental health through his work. Until now, BTS has continuously been transparent about their darkest thoughts and feelings, not just through their music, but also their very public personas. February 2014. BTS were accused of copying the schoolboy concept for Boy in Love, which came out shortly after another group released their music video.
Oh my God. Is this what I'm thinking of? I saw a couple things. I don't think in that last guide, but I think I like Googled BTS and a lot of things were talking about how they like plagiarize a bunch of their earlier songs and a bunch of their earlier music videos. And I was like, girl, what? Girl, what? So
Even though the concept
maybe this
is
is
a
about
popular
that.
choice amongst young boy bands. April 2014. During a variety show, the host confronted them about this plagiarism accusation.
Wow. Your promotional uniforms clothing overlapped with... Why is it bleeping out? We can answer that question. Yes. We use the theme of school trilogy. We thought eventually our promotional clothing would be uniforms. By chance, our period overlapped with each other.
Throughout their careers, they've been
It's almost like this deep into the world's, you know, the world's age that like it's so hard to have not like an original thought, but it's not that hard to believe that some people can have similar ideas. And it's not always, I'm copying you, you're copying me. Like, no, it's almost like, whoa, we had the same idea. That's kind of cool.
constantly criticized
Sorry,
for
I still have a
plagiarism.
cough.
Often
Also, I just want to quickly talk. If I look over here, like right here where I'm looking, I'm still watching the video. I'm just making sure my camera's in focus because it loves to defocus. I got a comment that's like, girl, why are you looking at your ceiling so much? You're missing so much in the video. Girl, I'm still watching the video. I'm watching it in two places, okay?
For outfits, props, concepts, and hair
I'm sorry,
colors
let me go back.
that are ordinary not just
Let me go back.
되게 유명하게 시기가 겹쳐가지고
throughout their careers, they've been constantly criticized for plagiarism.
Really? BTS copied? Why are they censoring the people that they're copying? I guess maybe the creator of the video is just censoring it. But I want to know the tea. Also, it's a hot air balloon. Like, I don't think somebody honestly would be that like bold to copy something exactly like that's coming out at the same time. There's no way. And what is this? They censored out the one that they're allegedly copying, but it looks like the people up top are wearing all pink. And it looks like BTS is wearing white and black.
Throughout
So
their careers, they've been constantly criticized for plagiarism, often for outfits, props, concepts, and hair colors.
Hair
that are
colors?
ordinary not just in K-pop, but
Really?
the expansive world of visual arts. November 2014. Hashtag kick out J-Hope BTS trended on Twitter, calling J-Hope ugly and untalented.
What?
The trend became popular enough that their friend and
any adjustment to any of BTS members would be one of the biggest mistakes in K-pop history. Every member is needed and talented.
supervisor from their reality show American Hustle Life,
Period.
Tony Jones, tweeted out saying, every
sorry,
member
I
is
read it.
needed and talented. Jin stepped in by telling ARMYs to cheer up and that all of them were working hard.
Aww.
ARMYs got together and trended hashtag J-Hope you're perfect to comfort him. May 2015.
That's so nice.
BTS
Good job,
finally
ARMYs.
won their first
Fight
music
against the
show
hate.
with their song I Need You 2 years after their debut, but were accused of ssoccials기. This is when companies buy back albums to boost external sales records. But this was when
That's
the company
a
was barely
thing?
surviving financially.
Literally, their company Big Hit. Well, I don't know if it was Big Hit during this time. We're literally like lingering on bankruptcy, and random haters are like, their company's buying back their albums so that they can hit records. You know how much money you would have to spend to buy back that many records to break a record? There ain't no way.
Making the claims groundless.
Legit.
May 2015.
What is wrong with
V
people?
was accused of mocking another idol group after they won a music show and were accepting the trophy. People began to send him death threats. However,
What'd he
wasn't
do?
mocking them at all. V was known to be a fan of this group and was singing their song out of excitement.
Aw.
He apologized on Twitter for the misunderstanding and provided
Aw,
screenshots
V.
showing that he would always listen to this song before bed.
Aw.
July 2015.
That must have been the worst feeling in the world. I hate miscommunications so much. Or like somebody says a joke and then one random person like just misconstrues it so out of proportion and turns it into something that it's not. Like, this man is obsessed with this group and now the whole universe is like, wow, you're mocking them. And he's like, the fact that he even had to show screenshots, which he didn't have to do, to prove that he listens to them every night before bed is like heartbreaking. Like, he didn't even care about the hate he was getting. He was just like, please, just know that I love you to this group. I'm sorry, I don't know the name of the group, but like, that's so stupid.
BTS abruptly halted their concert, The Red Bullet, in New York due to death threats towards RM. All related fan activities were also subsequent.
I don't know if y'all could read the caption there, but bro, somebody literally said, just brought my blank. It's about to go down RP Namjoon. What the literal balls is wrong with
threats
people?
towards
That's
RM.
disgusting.
All related fan activities were also subsequently canceled. Attendees of the show were forced to leave the venue.
Oh, I would be
where there was
pissed.
a strong
Oh, I would be
presence of
pissed.
security and police at the
I would
scene.
be pissed for them.
Sorry. Sorry. We love you.
Oh,
RM
Army's so sweet. Like, are you, instead of being mad that BTS is canceling for their own safety, Army is standing out of their freaking bus saying sorry. That's so sweet. I feel like a lot of other concerts I've seen canceled, even this year, bro, people were rioting when Drake canceled the concert in Toronto, when I forget her name, but somebody else canceled the concert in Toronto, and people were like literally rioting. And there's Army like, sorry that someone was stupid and called in a threat. Like, I'm so sorry.
Also received another death threat for another upcoming show in Mexico.
Why is it always Namjoon is RM, right? I can Google it. I'll Google it, but I'm almost positive Namjoon is RM. Why is it always him receiving these threats? Is it something to do with his ties with like his ex-underground rap game? Like, who is coming for this sweet ass man?
Mexico later that month. July 2016, people began to debate over alleged misogynistic lyrics and tweets from BTS.
Really? BTS
this
being
led
misogynistic?
to the members and the company reflecting back on their actions. BTS's agency,
what lyrics
Big Hit
were
Entertainment,
misogynistic?
responded with an apology and a promise to do better. Consequently, the band grew from this lesson and have since released feminist overtures such as 21st Century Girl.
No.
And in 2019, responded to their 2014 single Boy in Love with Boy with Love, a collaboration with Halsey.
Oh, they responded to an old song with a new song. In 2019, responded to their 2014. Oh, that's cool. Boy in Love. Okay, so was that the song that had misogynistic lyrics? I'm assuming if they like responded to it with the Boy with Love, that's the one. I want to look up what the lyrics were that were misogynistic, but also in 2014. I'm not trying to defend any misogynistic lyrics, but a lot of songs in this day and age are like, girl, I don't care about your personality, but let me slap that butt. Or like there's literally a song that's like, you got nice big brains, but I'm looking at you. Girl, it ain't no game, got me looking at you. I don't give a, keep looking at my, cause it don't mean a thing if you're looking at me. Anyway, I forget that song, but like there's so many bigger fish to fry. Leave them alone. Like,
In Love with
I know their
with
lyrics
Love,
could not have been that bad. Like, come on.
RM
love that
has
song.
said that since the incident, he pays closer attention to the lyrics he writes, reading newspapers and books to study the social phenomena.
And that's on Growth.
After he
My
finishes
king,
writing lyrics,
RM.
he consults experts of women's studies to objectively examine the lyrics.
Whoa! Not only is he growing, like he grew from the experience, and he's obviously like double checking, but he's like, no, let me go above and beyond, baby. We're gonna freaking consult women's study experts to objectively examine the lyrics. I love that because it's like at the end of the day, a man cannot understand how a woman will feel about something like that. So that's really nice.
May 2016. During their
I'm so gross. I'm
epilogue
coughing a lot.
concert, aunties began to use the hashtag
Aunties.
plagiarism.
Ooh, is Aunties the official name of BTS haters, or like just in like the music? I'm so scared to say K-pop. Y'all came for me when I said BTS was K-pop. I'm sorry. I did not know they were not considered K-pop. I apologize. I had no idea. I don't know what genre they're considered. All the comments were saying that they're beyond K-pop. So let me know if you, I know they do multiple genres. Are they just artists? I guess they're artists. But like Aunties, is that just to BTS or is that just to like artists in general? During their epilogue concert.
Boy Scouts.
Plagiarism Boy Scouts is crazy.
Fandoms teamed up to trend this hashtag in Korea.
What fandoms? I just want to talk. How are fandoms literally ganging up on one group? That's why I was so scared to join BTS Army or even like Stray Kids Stays, because I've heard about fandoms just doing too much. Toxic fandoms, just doing too much. Even if you go through some of my comments on my BTS videos or Stray Kids videos, people just doing way too much. And it's like, just let people enjoy music. If you care this much about a group and an artist, don't you want more people to enjoy them? I know you got to be protective to an extent, but educate. Do not discriminate. God, sorry, I'm heated. This video got me heated. I thought I was going to be crying. No, I'm just heated right now.
June 2016. During the variety show Flower Crew, Jungkook arrived at the filming location with a bag of hamburgers for his cast members, hoping to break the ice. One of the cast members made rude comments and turned Jungkook's offer away.
Why aren't they accepting it? Do you know what that looks like? It looks like leftovers.
아니 새 거예요. 아 진짜 새 거예요.
It's really new.
BTS
Means he bought it. Who was that man that denied Jungkook's burger? I just want to talk. Ooh, this video got me so mad already, y'all. How could you be so disgusting to such a sweet man? First of all, free food. Second of all, Jungkook. And third of all, like the fact that he went out of his way. It wasn't like his company bought the burgers. Like, no, he personally bought the burgers. And they're really like denying him like that. Oh my God, I want to cry.
Has since filmed another variety show with the same host, and spirits seem high.
Oh, same host.
September 2016.
I'm pausing so much, but can I say that speaks volumes on like their character, BTS's character and Jungkook's character, to go back to that same host that was so disrespectful to them and still work with him when obviously when they went back to work with him, I'm sure their group was much bigger than what it was when Jungkook was offering him burgers years ago. Like that just speaks volumes on like them not holding grudges, rising above the hate and just pushing forward. Like big respects,
September
big respects.
2016. Antis made yet another project called Break Wings Project to try to sabotage their comeback in October. The project was caught and stopped once comments on YouTube broadcasting the project were put on blast. Wings then went on to sell 16,000 units in its first week, appearing at number 26 on the US Billboard 200 chart,
As they
setting
should.
the then
As they
highest
should.
record for a K-pop album and making BTS the first and only K-pop act at that time to log 3 entries on the Billboard 200. Because
they
of
mother effing
this,
should.
Antis took strategic pictures of non-armies and claimed that there was no line in stores that sold physical albums.
What?
October
What are
2016.
you talking about?
During the Busan One Asia Festival, fans were told a couple hours before the broadcast that BTS were no longer appearing because one member was absent from an injury.
Ooh.
Even though a countless number of fans were
By the way, I did ask about injuries during the last BTS guide that I watched, and oh my God. Okay, I know that I think all of them have suffered through injuries, but well, y'all told me what happened to Suga when he was delivering food, getting literally hit by a mother effing car. Are you kidding me? I'm destroyed. Never let them get hurt again. We need to protect them at all
already
costs.
present at the event venue, and BTS was ready and willing to perform.
Whoa! Wait. So they're saying that somebody tweeted out. Whoa. During the Busan One Asia Festival, it was announced to the fans a few hours before the broadcast that BTS will no longer appear. By who? Just some random auntie was saying that they're not going to perform, even though they still
Asia
were?
Festival, fans were told a couple hours before the broadcast that BTS were no longer appearing because one member was absent from an injury. Even though a countless number of fans were already present at the event venue and BTS was ready
So
and
was
willing
somebody
to
injured or
perform,
not?
BTS ended up performing for the fans who attended the event and waited all day, but it was at the end of the event with leftover confetti, no proper lighting,
Not the
and
leftover
no cameras
confetti,
rolling.
bro.
Their performance was not broadcasted and only fan
Why?
cams were taken. October 2000.
Why? Well, I'm so confused. I don't think it was a random person that tweeted that. Was the company trying to pull out? Like, did they not want BTS to perform in that event because of all the hate that they were getting? Because that's stupid. That's stupid. I'm sorry. Like, I'm sorry. To let little Twitter villains with their big Twitter fingers and trying to freaking take down an amazing group, and they're like, yo, we can't have you guys on stage. Like, that's insane behavior.
16. During BTS's Blood, Sweat, and Tears promotion in South Korea, BTS wasn't given a waiting room at the broadcast center. So the members made do and practiced, got dressed, and did makeup in front of the bathrooms. They would practice non-stop without resting, greeting other staffers who were going to the bathroom, and other idol groups would openly look down on them. This comment was left under a video uploaded by Wei, a member from Crayon Pop. Wei
Crayon
responded,
Pop.
"Yes, that's right. All I remember is their hard work and efforts. I especially
Aw.
haven't forgotten RM's voice practicing Japanese.
Oh,
November
get RM.
2016. V made a heartfelt announcement during their muster that his beloved grandmother had passed away. Auntie saw this as an opportunity to twist his narrative and intentions, sending him death threats and accusing him of
I'm mad. I'm really mad. I'm really, really, really mad. First of all, I don't know if you guys can like read everything that's on here, but like this is disgusting. Like this guy's telling you guys that his grandma died and you guys are making fun of it and making memes and being disgusting. Like what kind of sick, twisted human has that in their soul? No, they don't even have a soul. If you're doing that, you're a soulless, sad little rat.
using
Like you're
her
disgusting.
passing as a ploy for attention.
That's
November
awful.
2016, Big Hit released a formal statement about taking legal actions regarding malicious rumors,
Period.
false statements,
Period,
and
Big
personal
Hit.
attacks
Period.
against BTS.
Period,
The
Big
company
Hit.
continues to pursue legal actions against perpetrators
Yes.
to this day,
Sue them all.
enforcing a strict no settlement and leniency policy.
Yes. No
November
leniency, baby.
2016.
I like that. Yes,
Fans
Big Hit.
of another group
They're like, yo, you know what? You guys hating actually got us a little more popular. And we're going to use that popularity money to sue y'all. To sue y'all haters spreading these false rumors and these disgusting tweets. Period. As you should. That's a big boss move. I love
were
that.
upset that BTS won Album of the Year at the Melon Music Awards, claiming it was done out of charity and that miscalculations were made. They called Melon customer care, where an employee explained that the company's internal data proved that BTS scored higher. Audio of the conversation was released.
그거 이제 그 상에 해당하는 앨범들
Wow. But if the artist didn't release any albums during that 1 year period, it won't be counted, right? Call center agent. That's right. We have calculated our own score for this award. So what you're saying is that the data we see is absolutely different compared to the data considered by Melon. What?
계산한 게 있는데
Why does it
그러면은
say Stan? I thought a Stan was a supporter.
내부에서 보는 거랑 그러면은 데이터가 아예 다르다는
This is
소리인가요?
not giving supporter energy.
똑같으시고요. 고객께서 보셨던 거는 차트랑
네.
그리고 스트리밍 그 실시간
No, we're looking at the same data, but the chart you've seen and the real time, the data you see is what you see immediately after the artist releases their album, right? Stan, I don't think that's right.
앨범 자체가 나오고 나서 순간 차트에 대한 그런
Huh?
데이터를 아십니까?
그건 아닌 것
아마
같아요.
고객께서 보신 전체 데이터 수치는 아마 보시기 어려우실 거예요. 그 데이터는 로에르만 갖고 있고요. 고객께서 봤던 정리를 어떤 식으로 진행하셔가지고 어떤 식으로 보신지 모르겠는데 고객님들께서 정리해서 보신 거는 그 차트 반영에 관한
It's the overall
내용들이고요.
digital score.
그 부분이 아니라
Do they think these companies are making things up?
스트리밍 돌리시고
Do they know the lawsuit they would get for making something like that up?
전체적으로 그 됐잖아요.
네.
그거에 대한 결과
How much time do these people have on their hands to be hating like this?
지금 생각하신 게 혹시 내부적
I think you're suspecting internal fabrication, but as far as I can tell you, there's no corruption. You can understand that BTS won the award because their songs were streamed more compared to blanks during the 1 year period. Yeah, it's almost like somebody can beat somebody. It's almost like that's how it works in a competition. So it's like somebody just does better, and you just have to suck it up. Like, what are you talking about? How petty? How petty can you be calling a damn worker wasting this man's time? I don't understand. That's so silly. That's silly and disappointing.
February 2017. BTS were accused of plagiarism after their performance at the Gaon Chart
2017?
Music Awards. The part in question was when the no signal bars on screen resembled another group's past stage. To make matters worse, the
Really?
creative director of the group in question created a post on Instagram with the captions, our hard work.
Can we have a montage of every single time like those bars have been shown in media, in concerts? Like, you didn't come up with that, whoever you are. You really didn't.
Siblings of the group liked that post. Gaon Charts eventually posted an official statement in regards to the accusation, admitting that their own production team was in charge of the graphics, not Big Hit. BTS has not attended or performed at Gaon Chart Music Awards since, only pre-taping acceptance speeches.
Did they never went back because they were disrespected like that? Because honestly, if that's why they never went back and only accept awards like pre-recordedly, as they should.
March 2017,
stand on business.
Death threats were made against BTS, with their target being Jimin this time. This threat happened during their world tour, and Big Hit addressed this threat, increasing security around the venues. December 2017. Fans of a different group were so outraged by the results at the 2017 Mnet Asian Music Awards that they filed a petition under the Blue House, the executive office and official residence of the South Korean head of state. They requested MAMA to be abolished because BTS won, crashing the Blue House petition website, which was meant for the South Korean citizens only, with traffic from overseas. May 2018, Jimin once again received.
How much of sore losers are these other groups' fandoms? Like, I'm sorry. Like, the fact that y'all are disturbing websites, disturbing where people work, disturbing the members. Like, you know how sick and twisted that is? And how much that would like mentally affect somebody. Like, you're so excited to go perform for your fandom, and then you hear that there's a death threat on you specifically. Like, how sick and twisted.
Death threats. This time during their Love Yourself tour in Fort Worth. Police tweeted soon afterwards that they were investigating the threat. November 2018. On November 7, a South Korean court ordered a Japanese company to compensate them for wartime labor during Japan's colonial rule of the Korean peninsula. The next day, Japan's TV's Asahi's music station announced that they have canceled BTS's appearance on their show,
I don't understand.
slated for November 9th, due to a recently resurfaced screenshot of a member wearing a t-shirt depicting a photo of an atomic bomb and of Koreans celebrating their independence from Japan. The band subsequently became attacked by the extreme conservatives in Japan, and the news was picked up by the Western
Where do
media.
people find these images? So the member wearing the shirt wasn't the real problem, but rather something to hold it against? They're really just mad at the results of the court that made Japan lose a lot of money. It showed their mentality. They react to being held responsible of their crime. And then this happened. 20 armies who do Korean translation work from all over the world gathered to really explain the whole incident by diving into political background of the two countries, as well as historical backgrounds. They also pointed out wrong information. The media is speaking around the world and corrected them with facts by gathering every document possible on World War II and published the White Paper Project. Is it all in English and Korean? It's about 166 pages. Whoa.
April 2019.
Damn. So that's, I might be misunderstanding the whole situation because I suck at politics. But that white, what was it called? The White Paper Project. BTS meets politics in a digital world. We do not represent the views or positions of Big Hit Entertainment, BTS, or ARMY as a whole. All opinions and errors are our own. Was this the armies clapping back? Like translator armies clapping back? Oh, I don't even know. To defend BTS? Also, the fact that the shirt caused such a political debate between two countries is... I know there's a lot of bad blood there, but damn.
April 2019.
That's crazy.
During BTS's global press conference for Map of the Soul Persona, A reporter bluntly asked BTS about past plagiarism allegations.
Awkward. I read up Wings and Blood and Sweat and Tears because I wanted to know if it was plagiarizing.
문제가 됐던 내용 표절인가?
Wow. I wanted to know more about the issues brought up by the French photographer. Jungkook smiling like, bro, seriously? I know this question can be uncomfortable, but I wanted to hear what you wanted to say. You already know before these interviews that the groups are allowed to talk, like they usually tell the interview like, hey, we're comfortable with these topics. Please do not bring up these topics. And I'm sure they do that, but I'm sure these snake interviewers still sneak these questions in. Like, move on, bro.
답변을 좀 듣고 싶은 부분 때문에 질문을 드렸습니다.
네, 그거에 대해서는
Suga, in regards to our company's legal team is talking to the photographer. I believe that our official stance will be the same as our company's. Get it, Suga. Our company is looking into it, so I'm sure we'll know when the results come out. Thank you.
결과가 나오면 알겠죠. 네, 감사합니다.
Period, Suga. That's all you gotta say, babe.
Netizens later uncovered an article written by a reporter of the same name on another entertainment company's news website. April 2000.
What's that? What's Netizens? Is this like a website? Netizens claim reporter who asked BTS inappropriate question is affiliated with on the website? What? By a reporter of the same name on the website of another company. So this reporter, what is he, like an auntie? Is that what they're
on another
getting
entertainment
at?
company's news website? April 2019. SBS Inkigayo excluded BTS's Boy With Love out of its charts for the song's first eligible week. Questions about the criteria used by the music show were raised, while SBS continued to claim the calculation period did not fit with BTS's album release time. To this, Dispatch compared BTS to another group who also released a song on the same day.
Damn.
That group entered the rankings and took its first win.
Is this
for
a
their
TV
song that
show?
week, while BTS were left out of the rankings entirely. December.
Not whatever that is, a media platform, I don't know, using that as an excuse. Like, oh, you guys just didn't fit our timeline, sorry. Except this other group did fit the timeline, and you guys released the song on the same day, but like yours doesn't. Like, that just shows that you're a hater. You're just a hater. You're just specifically hating on BTS because you're lame.
2019. JTBC reported that BTS went against their own agency and planned to file a lawsuit against Big Hit Entertainment. Big Hit pulled out receipts and released a lengthy statement on behalf of Big Hit Entertainment, BTS, and the members' families. They called the media company's journalism practices into question, stating, "We have not only the video that JTBC used for the first report, but also the CCTV video that recorded the footage of the journalist breaking into our company."
What do you mean breaking
December
into our
2009.
company? What? Also, what kind of crappy ass journalist makes up a lie? As a journalist, all you have is your credibility. And you're really just going to start making up lies. Oh, BTS is suing their company, Big Hit. You're really going to risk your entire career and livelihood to be what? Like, what did you do? Like, it's like those people that crave hate because they know it will get them clout on social media. Like, what are you doing? You look silly.
19. MBC is accused of abusing their power to purposely prevent other groups under Big Hit Entertainment from appearing at their year-end show after
Who's
BTS
MBC?
chose to appear on the US's NBC New Year's Rockin' Eve countdown in New York City instead of NBC's year-end program.
Yes.
According to Osen, multiple industry
That's a good thing, right? I don't want to be like, yes, and you guys are like, girl, what? They would no. That they appeared in the New York New Year's, right? After BTS is I don't know if it's like after comma or after BTS is chosen to appear on the American network NBC during the New Year's countdown, Year's Rocking Eve in New York instead of NBC's end of year program. And I know I'm not from Asia, I'm from Canada, but all I know is NBC is a massive company in North America, and appearing on like the New Year's Eve show is like amazing. It's a huge accomplishment.
According to Osen, multiple industry sources shared, ever since October, when BTS's side told MBC that BTS would not be appearing on NBC's year-end music festival, it has been difficult for singers associated with Big Hit Entertainment to appear on NBC. It is already an openly known fact in the industry.
Damn, so because NBC did that, now other groups that work with Big Hit, is it like NBC's like, yo, come on our show, come on our show, come on our show? And Big Hit's probably like, we remember what you did, sweetie. We never forget a face. Like, come on. You can't just expect people to be like, yeah, we'll go on your show even though you are really disrespectful to BTS. That'd be so lit. We're there. Like, what are you doing?
January 2020. For 29 years, the Seoul Music Awards only had one grand prize, also known as a daesang. But in 2020, they created a second daesang for digital music. BTS won the daesang for physical music only,
Yay!
even though their stats proved that they should have also gotten the daesang for digital music as well.
Whoa.
BTS did not appear in person to accept the award and has only sent in video acceptance speeches since. July 2020. Naver,
scamming
the
them out of
Google
prizes.
South Korea, reportedly invested 2020. Naver, the Google of South Korea, reportedly invested over 80 million.
Oh, I didn't know South Korea didn't use Google. Sorry, I just thought Google was like so worldwide. That's not me.
Dollars into another entertainment company after losing out on profits from BTS, who chose to hold an online concert through Weverse, a mobile app and web platform developed by Big Hit Entertainment.
Oh, I didn't know Weverse
BTS
was
earned
made by
at
Big
least
Hit.
$21 million in ticket revenue, according to an analyst at securities firm. He
Jeez.
stated, Naver lost BTS, the most popular IP of K-pop, and must have felt the need to invest in entertainment to form a stable relationship. Since 2017, fans have noticed that South Korea
Naver couldn't even put BTS news about Billboard in their main page, yet Billboard page popular articles are all of BTS. So Naver, the Google of South Korea, basically cut ties with BTS because BTS somehow made them lose money. And now what, like BTS is, or Naver's not allowed to post about BTS?
Korean platforms such as Naver and media journalists were ignoring and downplaying BTS's achievements. Popular websites hardly posted anything about them, nor did they feature BTS on their front pages. Music critic Kim Young-dae and popular political commentator Kim Oh-jun recently discussed this issue.
그 뉴스의 크기에 비해서
I've always thought the volume of news in Korea compared to the economy of the phenomenon was small.
상대적으로 적다는 인상을 내가 항상 받았거든. BTS는
In this case of BTS, they've continuously been making a similar phenomenon close to Yoona Kim in Korea.
버금갈 정도의 현상을 지속적으로 만들었는데 거기에 비하자면 아주 수량.
But compared to that, the response has been smaller.
호들갑 떨기 그렇게 좋아하는.
What's wrong with the media who usually likes to make a big fuss about everything? Legit.
연결되는 이야기예요. 기사들이 일단
BTS의 성공은 이제
BTS success is somewhat reported on. But when idols from big agencies we commonly know do, let's be honest, something less than they
우리가
did.
흔히 알고 있는 소위 대형 기획사의 아이돌이 그것보다 사실은 못 미치는 어떤 활약을 보였을 때 미디어에 보도된
If you look at the amount of news reports or look at the main pages, there's definitely a
그
difference.
커버되는 범위를 보시면
They're saying media
확연히 차이가 납니다. 굉장히 좀
It's quite an amusing occurrence.
이번 그래미 같은 경우
For instance, with the Grammy nomination, the way they frame it as they failed to make it into the major categories. They get nominated for a Grammy and they're like, wow, but they didn't make it into the big categories. Like,
주요
they're nominated for a Grammy.
실패했다라고 한다든지.
Yay, period.
여러 가지 유전이 이거 하나.
For me, out of all the reasons, I think it's most important. I think the most important and what is the phenomenon that is BTS.
BTS라는 이 현상, BTS의
The success BTS has in America and the global craze of BTS itself didn't go through the system of institutions.
열풍 자체가
So they didn't like
제도권의 시스템을 거치지 않았다는 거예요.
get big traditionally.
그래서 이 제도권
So these institutions could be the media, the promoters, or the record labels. I have things I want to say, but I'll let this man finish.
뭐 프로모터일 수도 있고 음반 회사일 수도 있죠. 이 사람들이 보기에
From their perspective, it doesn't quite make sense, nor is it particularly good to them.
않아요.
자기 힘이
Jealousy,
입지가 안 되는 거지. 그렇게
because that would
되면
mean their powers can't be
경험하고
proven.
있는 위치에서
Looking from their positions, they have their own
자기
influence, but
영향력이라는 게
BTS
있는데 이걸 다 거치지 않고
succeeded without going through them, so there's no reason for their existence now. These two men are woke AF. That is so true and so disappointing for the media in South Korea at the time. Not all of it, but whoever was like, you know, painting BTS to be like, oh, you know, they got nominated for a Grammy, but they didn't make it into the big categories, or like trying to diminish their success, even though groups that are doing less them are getting the clout in South Korea, because they're upset that BTS did not grow in the traditional way and have to climb through and like freaking go through every interview and every media platform, and South Korean media platforms weren't able to like, I don't know, like make BTS struggle in that sense and like have control over their success in the beginning, because BTS blew up worldwide very quickly. And like, I like what that guy said. He's like, yeah, it made these media outlets realize that there's no need for their existence. Like, BTS has no need for their existence because they're bigger than that. I think I'm starting to understand what you guys were saying about they're bigger than K-pop. I'm starting to get it.
December 2020. For the last few years,
2020.
BTS has been the face of political discourse on the revisions of South Korea's mandatory military
BTS
service.
entitled to military?
Even though BTS and their company have not spoken about wanting postponement or exemptions,
Wow.
and have insisted that they will serve when called upon.
Oh,
In
and they
August
did.
2018, all major South Korean entertainment companies held a meeting to discuss petitioning the government to revise the law to allow K-pop performers to be exempt from
They went to the
service.
whole government about this?
In addition to the top artists, musicians, and athletes that already qualify.
Whoa.
Big Hit Entertainment was not among the agencies, but BTS was used as the leading example for this revision.
What kind of heckin' crap is that? I'm sorry, that's ridiculous. These music companies are like, you know what? Big idols and groups, you know, celebs, they should be exempt from military service. BTS thinks so. And BTS is like, dog, what? We never said that. When military service calls, we're gonna pull up. We're gonna be there. And the companies are like, nah, you know what? BTS, they don't want to be part of the military. You know what I'm saying? BTS, what they want to be exempt. Big Hit's like, no government, we're not involved in this at all. And now the government's like, damn, BTS hates us, huh? Like, dude, what the hell was happening at this time? This is legit crazy.
On December 22,
y'all armies existing around this era. What were y'all going through? Like, were you guys like, yay, exempt them? Or were you like, oh my God, we need to tell the world right now that this is not what BTS wants? Like, were you guys fighting for the truth to come out? Like, what is even going on?
the Ministry of National Defense announced that a revision has been made, effective June 23, 2021, where popular culture artists can postpone their enlistment until age 30.
No way.
With the requirement that the individuals must have been recommended as recipients of the Order of Cultural Merit, one of the highest national honors given to artists in South Korea. In April 2021, 26 agencies, led by the Korean Music Content Association, filed a written objection against the revision, stating that the new law is both unrealistic and unfair. March 2021, BTS was nominated for the Best
That whole situation was legit crazy. I don't know if this creator's gonna talk about it more, but all these companies and agencies, they fought for a revision, and just because they didn't get the outcome that they wanted, they're like, you government only want BTS to have the deferral. It's like you guys asked for this. Like, friend, shut up, man. That was literally, I'm gobsmacked. I'm literally gobsmacked over that.
which was announced during the
Sorry,
online
I'm sorry.
Duo
I'm so sorry. Let me
March
put this back.
2021. BTS was nominated for the Best Duo Group Performance at the Grammys, which was announced during the online pre-show instead of the primetime ceremony, as it usually was in previous years. Unfortunately, they didn't take home the award, but what made fans even more upset was that the Grammys used BTS as ratings bait, teasing that BTS's performance would be quote-unquote up next, but were actually placed as the second to last performance during the 3.5-hour broadcast.
That is so snake of the Grammys. I don't even really support the Grammys. Like, I honestly feel like the Grammys is a mess all the time. And they do stuff like this because they know that they're becoming irrelevant. And I'm sorry if you're a Grammys lover. I don't even watch the Grammys, but that's how I feel on the Grammys. Whatever. But the fact, I hate when like these award shows, which is why I normally don't watch them. They're like, your favorite artist is coming up next. And they know that the power of ARMY, they probably know how powerful ARMY is, so that they're like, we need to keep ARMY watching the whole time. We know the second BTS goes live, ARMY's gonna leave and our viewer ratings are gonna plummet. So we need BTS to be last in the show, but we need to keep telling ARMY that it's next. So ARMY's consistently watching the entire duration of the Grammys. Like, that is sick and twisted. I'm sorry. That is so effing whack, dude. And they didn't even win an award. So stop baiting these views for a group that you don't even respect as artists enough to give an award to. I thought I was going to be crying this whole video, y'all. Instead, I'm literally so enraged. Give me your angry BTS rage songs in the chat, in the comments. I need to know.
And only given the time to perform an abridged performance of their song.
What?
A former managing editor for the Grammy Awards website spoke
They
out
didn't even
the
give
next
them the
day
whole time to
about
perform.
the Recording Academy and how it pushed back on featuring BTS.
This doesn't surprise me at all, and it's been my experience for the past 2 decades, not just about Korean groups, but Asians or Asian Americans in general. I was reamed by an editor for interviewing 2 Asian Americans for one story. She said the photo of them would send the wrong message. I'm about to walk out my door. What message? What does that even mean? I don't understand. I just don't understand it. It doesn't make sense.
BTS got the last laugh. A live stream of the band celebrating after the event has so far garnered more than 13 million views, compared to the 8.8 million viewers who tuned into the Grammys. March 2021.
I know that's right.
Tops released the Garbage Pail Kids Shammy Awards illustration and cards. Unlike the other artists who were featured, BTS was depicted as being brutalized and
what the hell is this stupid ass garbage? What the hell is this stupid ass garbage for real? Because I'm about to, what is this? March 2021, Tops. Who the hell is Tops? Clearly irrelevant because I don't know them. I know I live under a rock, but I never heard of Tops in my life. And I feel like if you're important, even somebody like me who lives under a rock should maybe know about you, but that's beyond the point. Tops released the Garbage Pail Kids Shammy Awards artwork. Like, what even is that? Island, Eilish, Tree, Swift, Wild Styles.
Kids Shammy Awards illustration and cards. Unlike the other artists who were featured, BTS was depicted as being brutalized and beaten up by a Grammy trophy inside a whack-a-mole. This isn't the first time BTS has been shunned, put down, or bullied.
Disgusting.
In February 2021, a German radio station host made racist remarks about BTS, comparing them to COVID-19, and voiced his hopes that there will be a vaccine against BTS soon.
What?
He openly cursed at them for covering a Coldplay song and said that BTS deserves a 20-year vacation in North Korea. Halsey...
Who is that? Who? A German? Who? No, a German nobody? Like, why did... It was very prominent in COVID, during COVID. COVID's still around, but during... quarantine, like all the celebrities and all the talk show hosts and everybody that was so bored that they were sitting around at home and their PR managers weren't there to stop them from taking out their stupid little cell phones and making their stupid little remarks and all their racist bigotry. Like, it really showed in quarantine. how awful these influencers actually are.
Max, Lauv, Steve Aoki, and more artists slammed the radio station's racism and xenophobia. The
Yes,
host and
Halsey,
station maintains
queen.
that it was just a joke and that folks are too sensitive.
Stupid ass joke.
During
Boomers,
Zach
man.
San's show, a member named Liam from a boy band called Forever in Your Mind made these comments.
I agree that they're a boy band, but at the same time, it's like I feel like it's like a different, like they belong in a different genre on their own, because I feel like there still needs to be like a European or an American boy band to be at the top, and I think BTS.
That sentence alone, how is this white privileged man saying that sentence so blatantly during an interview and not realizing his privilege and how stupid he sounds saying that a European or American band needs to be on top? How racist can you be without even he's got to know how racist he is, right? Like, who even are these irrelevant friggin' NSYNC wannabe ass Justin Bieber? I can't. I'm so mad. I'm sorry. I'm so mad.
Can just live in their own. They're BTS. They don't. You know what I mean?
No, but they're like
I don't think that they're
base
gonna.
is so crazy. It's
Dude, and it's global.
Yeah, I'm a fan. They're really good.
I like them. They're good dancers.
I can't get behind it. I don't understand what they're saying.
I got it.
Oh my God, it's almost like they're speaking a different language. It's almost like people around the world speak different languages than English. And maybe you have to open up your freaking horizons, put on some captions to a music video. They're like, BTS belongs in a little bubble when this guy's living in the tiniest bubble and he's mad that a Korean like freaking group is not speaking English in all of their songs. Like, that's why you can't get behind it. Newsflash, you're racist. That's welcome. Not welcome. No, not welcome. But newsflash, you're racist. That's it.
I don't even know what to call them, boys or girls, because I don't know what they are. Look at these people. Look at this one.
Look at you.
I don't know which one he is.
What are you?
Look at those highlights. Those chunky Tony and Guy mall salon highlights. And the contact lenses. You are an Asian man. You don't need to look like a girl named Ashley.
When I first heard something Korean had
Tell me whoever that was is off the internet. Did we bully her off the internet? Look, I don't believe in cancel culture all the time, but I hope that person never posts another video ever again. That wasn't funny. Like, she's doing too much. Like, she's doing way too much. She's trying to be edgy. You just sound ridiculous, tone deaf. Look at your own roots coming out before you start coming for some fine ass men in the group who are more successful than you will ever be.
Exploded in America, I got worried.
I don't know.
Wow.
I think they look very nice. Oh, that is not what you were saying during the break.
How did this become a thing in Western culture where all these
Oh my God, I hate this
grown
guy.
men and
Sorry.
little girls are off to little K-pop boys?
I hate him. On television?
A senior editor from
On
The
television,
Economist
you're acting
said,
like that?
Please no.
People that act like that so boldly in television or just like in public, like just so boldly. I'm like, if you act like that in front of cameras, I don't even want to know what kind of filth you're doing behind them. Please no. K-pop band BTS delivers message of hope. Please no. Why?
After BTS was announced as speakers at the 75th UN General Assembly, she quickly tried to backtrack, claiming it was a joke. This led to Stephen Pollard, a British journalist, to tweet this, and Anne Hegarty, a television personality, responding with, all this about a little Korean boy band that's fundamentally not important? So when BTS was named Entertainer of the Year by Time magazine soon after, RM said, "We're not sure if we've actually earned respect, but one thing is for sure is that people feel like, okay, this is not just some kind of syndrome or phenomenon. These little boys from Korea are doing this."
Oh,
BTS have always been outspoken about the injustice of racial discrimination. In the summer of 2020, they used their platform and proudly announced their support for Black Lives Matter and donated $1 million to the organization. With the recent rise and visibility of atrocities against Asians, BTS released a statement on their Twitter standing in solidarity once again. These are just a few of the countless examples of mistreatment, racism, and xenophobia that BTS has been encountering around the world throughout their storied career. It will more than likely be a continued uphill battle. As artists of color who are constantly breaking records and barriers, amassing fans, and growing in popularity around the globe, hostility and jealousy will come easily from those not afforded the luxury of such a strong and dedicated fan base. As fans who are cognizant of their journey and understand that their popularity comes from their sincerity and talent, ARMYs have a tendency to be protective, and sometimes overly so. If only because of the awareness of what BTS and ARMY are up against when fighting for fair representation.
Oh my God. To all the haters, okay? To all the jealous people. To all the people that called in threats. To anybody wasting their time hating on these men who are just successful and amazing. And love to ARMY always. Honestly, I'm very, very angry still. I think I'm going to be angry for a long time, but I will say this video was incredible. Thank you so much to *Celeste for making this, because wow, it was so freaking like informational. I don't even know if that's a word. Honestly, it's hard for me to come up with words right now because I'm so mad that I didn't even know about any of this. I was there listening to like, I want something stronger, like Boy with Love, and they're like suffering through like the worst things ever, and I'm there like, this band's pretty good. Like, oh my God, I just feel so ignorant. And I'm so glad that you guys like told me to watch this, because obviously I still don't know every single thing that they've gone through, but I know the tip of the iceberg, and I'm so frustrated for them. I'm so sad for them that they had to go through that. And it's just like disgusting. Like the people who are like so blatantly racist, like whoever that little boy band guy was, like making such an incredibly stupid remark, like a European or American boy band needs to be on top. Why? Like literally, if the podcaster, whoever that other guy was just like, why? What do you say to that? Oh, because they're white. Like what do you say? As a woman of color, like obviously I've experienced my own fair share of racism and bigotry throughout my whole life. I grew up in a very predominantly white neighborhood, and I went through very predominantly white schools and high schools. So I know what it's like to be like just attacked for the color of my skin and who I am as a person. And it's just like, that's like, dude, that's the lowest thing that you could attack somebody on. And it really speaks volumes on your character if you're coming for somebody for their ethnicity and stuff like that. That's just mind blowing. But besides the racism, just like the fact that their own country didn't support them is very, very upsetting. Like obviously not their entire own country, but a lot of the media sources, just because they were jealous that BTS was so above like going and like having to do the traditional path of like hitting up every single media outlet in South Korea before having a taste of fame in North America, and like just being such haters. Instead of, they could have been blasting BTS on their social medias and being like, look y'all, like a freaking Korean group has made it and blasted over into North America and worldwide, and they're huge. Like, we're proud of them. They're slaying. Like, instead of doing that, like they went the other route, and it's just so disappointing. I feel like I'm like so choked up because I'm just so mad. But I know at the beginning of the video, I was talking about how like some ARMY were in my comments, and like, instead of like educating in a nice way, they would be like, girl, like get it together, like educate yourself. And I totally understand why. And I'm not mad at you guys for doing that. I'm not mad at you guys for coming at me and like telling me that I need to educate myself if I want to start listening to BTS or ever consider myself an ARMY, which even now I still don't want to consider myself an ARMY because I feel like there's so much more for me to learn before I do something like that. But just thank you for wanting to help me get educated and for not putting me down or make me feel stupid, and just for providing me outlets like this for me to learn more. Is just like, it's just so helpful, and it makes me feel so much closer to you, Army. And wow, I'm just so mad that they were treated like this. And you know what's so crazy about this too is the fact that like they were treated like this, and very rarely, or like it seems like pretty much never, did they clap back at these things. Like even when like their name was being dragged in for these other groups who wanted to have like deferrals from their military service, or like to not have to do their military service, even though it's a legal requirement in Korea to have to do that. The fact that even like BTS wasn't even like involved in that, and it feels like they're just like, so many of these things that were happening to them, they're just like, it's okay, just brush it off and keep going. Just brush it off and keep going, and brush it off and keep going. Like, it just shows like how strong and committed to their art they are, how committed to Army that they are. Because I'm not even gonna lie to you guys, if I was in their position, I would have quit. Like, sometimes it's just too much, okay? The death threats would have made me quit. The racism probably would have made me quit. Like, so many points, I think like a normal average human being would have quit, but really they kept going, because that just shows like how passionate they are about their music, about their art and everything. And like, honestly, that's amazing. Like, that's just amazing. Like, this is, I understand what you guys were saying. They're not just a K-pop group. Like, they really are so much bigger than that. And it's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing to watch them grow. It's very upsetting, everything that they had to go through. But honestly, what doesn't kill you, unfortunately, makes you stronger. And clearly this has shaped them into the amazing individuals that they are, and the amazing group that they are. So we can only hope that people can smarten up, open up their horizons, and welcome in good music and good energy and art into their lives. And if they can't, then get out of here. All right, then get out. That's all I got to say. But wow, thank you so much for recommending me this video, friends. If you have any other suggestions for things that you think a new Army like me, or a new wannabe Army, I should say, because I really don't think I'm an Army yet, but I want to be. Any videos that you think I should know about, please let me know down in the comments below. All right, friends, if you enjoyed this video, please remember to drop a comment, drop a like, and subscribe, because it really helps me know that you're enjoying the content. We just hit 5,000 subscribers on YouTube, which is so exciting. Thank you to everybody who subscribed, who's ever commented, who's ever watched the videos, who's ever liked the videos. Yo, you guys have made my whole life. I never thought 5,000 subs was possible, so thank you so much. Thank you if you followed me over on Twitch. We also recently hit 150,000 followers over on Twitch, which is so exciting, and thank you for just showing love everywhere. But yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. Please remember to take care of yourselves, stay hydrated, keep it cute, keep it fresh, keep it peachy, take care of each other, and I'll see you next time. Bye, friends. Peachy out.